Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be my top oldie but goodies perfume. And this was a tag created by Karen here on YouTube. I will have her information linked down below. So Karen is actually someone that I met through my comments here on YouTube. She's always been a sweet subscriber of mine that would always put uplifting comments, but she did create this tag where it's like oldies but goodies. So like older perfumes that are still classics, still perfumes that people use. Now, I don't have a lot of oldies, but I was able to find 5 that are 15 years or more older. And I was actually surprised. It really got me to get to know my collection because I thought I only had like 2, and I was shocked when I picked up some of these other ones. So we're gonna go from newest to oldest. So first up is gonna be one that is 16 years old. This was probably the one that I was most surprised was old, but I was trying to look for my 5th perfume, and I kept going down and looking up all my perfumes and finally came across this one. And this one is definitely an oldie but goodie. But this is a Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. And this perfume was launched in 2005. And this is considered an amber floral fragrance. And you guys know that for me, this is a floral gourmand kind of scent. But this has tea, bergamot, osmanthus, orchid, jasmine, rose, freesia, African orange flower, patchouli, musk, and vanilla. And this is a perfume that I feel like will be one of those. I feel like all these perfumes I'm going to mention are timeless classics because they are perfumes that people still talk about. Up in the #1 spot is the youngest out of the ones I'm going to talk about, and that is Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf, and this was released in 2005. So the next perfume is 18 years old. And this one I knew was older because this was actually my wedding scent, but that is Narciso Rodriguez For Her, and this is the Eau de Toilette. This one was released in 2003. So this has African orange flower, osmanthus, bergamot, musk, amber, vetiver, vanilla, and patchouli. And this is just musky, powdery. It's got a cleanness to it. I can't really pick out any notes. Like everything in here is very beautifully blended. This is very unique in my opinion, and this is often compared to, or I should say Lovely is often compared to either this one or For Her, the Eau de Parfum. But this one actually came out first. So when people say that this smells like this, it's actually the reverse because this one came out in between both of these. And this one was released in 2006. So this one is exactly 15 years. And this one has rose, peach, musk, amber, and patchouli. And a lot of people compare these two together. Well, I will say a lot of people compare this to several of the Narciso. I've heard this being compared to one of the cubes. Some people say that this one smells alike, and then some people say that these smell alike. So this one has lavender, martini, bergamot, mandarin orange, palisander, rosewood, patchouli, orchid, narcissus, musk, woodsy notes, cedar, and white amber. And this one was launched in 2005. So this is a really good dupe. I wouldn't say that this smells exactly like either of these two. I'm glad I have this one in my collection. This is different. I find this one to be very sharp, very unique. Not everyone likes this one. This is the more likable version. This one has rose. This one I would say is lighter, more office friendly. It's more crowd pleasing. Great for the office, great for everyday. This could definitely be signature scent worthy. Performance on this is really good. This is a very, like the name would imply, lovely scent. So this is an oldie but goodie as well. But I did kind of want to talk about these together just because they're all kind of similar. And again, this one was released in 2003. This one in 2005, and then this one in 2006. So they're all anywhere from 15 to 18 years old. Okay, and then this next one is coming up on their 20-year anniversary, and that is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. This is just a timeless classic. This is a beautiful citrus white floral scent. So this one was released in 2001. This has top notes of orange, mandarin orange, bergamot, orange blossom, rose, jasmine, mimosa, ylang ylang, patchouli, white musk, vanilla, vetiver, tonka bean, and opoponax, I believe is how you say it. So I will say that these next three that I'm going to mention, I'm sure all of these, there's always talk about reformulation. There's always controversy about it, because when you've had a perfume for a while and it sits, certain notes do get stronger with time. Even I noticed that. So when you buy a new fragrance and it smells different to you, there's arguments that it's not necessarily reformulated, but just that it's a fresher batch. And then there are perfumes that are known to be reformulated. So I want to say that these next three are definitely perfumes that have been known to be reformulated. And I can say that when I owned Coco Mademoiselle in my early 20s, it was beyond beast mode. Like, that was a perfume. This is one that lasts 10 plus hours, but that one lasts like 2+ days. Like, that perfume I had to pass on because it gave me serious migraines. It was even a perfume that I would like take a shower, like I would put it on and take a shower in hopes to maybe get it to come down, and I couldn't. So this is a perfume that I will say has more than likely been reformulated, but all three of these are still great performing perfumes. They still have the essence of the original, because again, I used to own the original. I would just say that the performance is different. So this is still a timeless classic, and you still get the same scent. It's just not as much of a beast mode. It's still a beastly perfume. Again, I get 10 plus hours. This is a perfume that I do overspray. You know, I do my regular, I do my hair. It's gonna get me through the whole day, and I'm gonna wake up smelling like it. And again, that's Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel, and this was released in 2001. Okay, so this next one is 29 years old, and this is another one that has been said to be reformulated. Again, this is an amazing performing perfume. This is one I do not need to overspray, and that is none other than Angel de Eau de Parfum. And this is a scent that is very polarizing in the community. People either love it or they do not. I do love this perfume for nostalgic reasons. It is a perfume that I can only wear in the colder months, but I have rocked this perfume in warmer months. I did it. I wore this perfume when I got it to Universal Studios before lockdown. And I want to say it was a transitional season. Like, it wasn't hot outside, but it definitely wasn't cold. And I remember wearing it, overspraying it, and it lasting me all day, projecting all day. I did get compliments on it. I did notice some people being bothered by this. Lesson learned. I didn't realize how much of a beast it was, because this was one that I would smell on other people when I was younger. I was probably like 12, I think. 12 when I started smelling this around me. So it was more of a nostalgic perfume, and when I got it, I didn't, realize how beastly it was, and I oversprayed this one. But this is sweet patchouli, warm, spicy, caramel, fruity, vanilla, woody, honey, powdery, and chocolate. And this has tons of notes, and we're gonna go through it. This has cotton candy, coconut, cassis, melon, jasmine, bergamot, pineapple, mandarin. It has middle notes of honey, red berries, blackberries, plum, apricot, jasmine, peach, orchid, nutmeg, caraway, rose, lily of the valley. I ain't done. Base notes of patchouli, chocolate, caramel, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, musk, and sandalwood. But this is blended to perfection. I get accords. When I spray this, let me spray this on something. I don't want to spray this. We'll spray it on the top of my hand. Yeah. The only, I do get maybe a little bit of chocolate. That's probably the only gourmand note. But for me, this is accords. This is patchouli. And then there's sweetness to it. There's a little bit of slight fruitiness. It's got a freshness. This has a lot of accords that it's just mashed up into this loud, back in the day kind of scent. Because it's loud, it's patchouli heavy. This is like a clubbing perfume going out. This brings me back to the 90s, because that is when this was popular. That is when I smelled this perfume. So it is an oldie but goodie, but not everyone is gonna like this one, because this is, I would say Tom Ford's Black Orchid is the angel of today. This is a perfume that not everyone will like, kind of like that scent. It can be very polarizing. Okay, and then last, the oldest perfume in my collection. This one's definitely been reformulated because the notes that they used to use are no longer like IFRA compliant, but it still smells like the original. This is another one that I grew up smelling. Did not like, I did enjoy Angel smelling it, but I did not like this one because to me, Angel wasn't necessarily a mature scent. It was mature like older women in my life would wear, but like the ones that like would party. This next one was a little bit more mature. So this next one is 37 years old. It was released in 1984, 2 years after me. And that is Coco O de Parfum by Chanel. And again, this is one that is said to be reformulated. They still captured the original, but the performance is still good. I want to say this one's 8+ hours, but the original, I never owned it, but I've heard people say it was stronger, more pungent. I do feel like the Chanel perfumes were masterfully, is that the right word? They were masterfully reformulated, I guess, or they were reformulated well. They're perfumes that I think they had to be reformulated, and they were done in a way where the performance is still there and they still smell very similar to the older ones. This has notes of Bulgarian rose, coriander, peach, jasmine, mandarin, middle notes of clove, rose, orange blossom, mimosa, clover, and base notes of amber, sandalwood, tonka bean, civet, opoponax, vanilla, and labdanum. Now, the civet, of course, in here now is synthetic. It's not like real civet paste from actual civet animals. So even though you see the picture there, know that that's what's changed in this perfume, which is good. That is what I didn't like about this perfume, was the civet. It is in the base, but surprisingly I get it in the opening and then it goes away. So I don't think I would have liked the original formulation of this perfume, because I have had the chance to smell perfume with natural civet in it and it wasn't for me. So this has changed, but this is to me still an oldie but goodie, and I do enjoy the way this smells. For me, this is a beautiful, warm, spicy floral scent, perfect for fall and winter. So again, that is Coco Eau de Parfum by Chanel, and this was released in 1984. So those are my oldies but goodies. Let me know in the comments below, what are some of your oldies but goodies? I'm sure some people are gonna have great ones. I know some people really enjoy collecting vintage perfumes. I like timeless classics, but I don't have many of them because I have been noticing that with perfumes, I'm gonna stop with the whole backup thing, because when I use them, I'm done. There are some along the way, like See Original, but when I get through them, if they're still for me and they're available, I will pick them up. That is the joy of perfume. Some do carry on to become timeless classics, and others I feel are good for the time, and then you kind of move on from them. So let me know in the comments below, what are some of your oldies but goodies? But that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.